Hi, everyone. It's Tanya Hertz here. I am the director of the Rec Innovation Lab at San Diego Miramar College. I'm also a professor of entrepreneurship. And I teach entrepreneurship at San Diego State and San Diego Miramar. And we are today going to be talking about one of the critical components of entrepreneurship, and that is our accountability check-ins. It's a way for us to check in with me, with one another, and to and really to help us ourselves stay on track. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to go ahead and talk about them. So accountability check-ins are due weekly. They're virtual. They are 1 minute in length. Try to stay within that minute time frame. If you have not yet watched this video, or if it's been a while since you've watched this, I encourage you to watch and look and see the ways that the REC is helping with some of the other startup founders. And with those accountability check-ins, please, no late submissions on these. If you miss a week, I understand it's it's tough. It's not great missing a week, but these are not the kind of things that you can make up. We really need everybody to be staying on track and to be helping each other as we go. So these are commented on by you and by each other, and so really, think of these as your weekly check-in. Without being able to check in and having each other to do it, kind of becomes meaningless. So let's all try to stay on top of it. So what do these include? They include your one-line elevator pitch. So that's your one-line description of your startup. And I say one line, not necessarily one line. We should maybe think of that more as one breath. So if I were giving my accountability check-in, I would say something like, well, I would go right back here and I would give my my description of the REC. The REC is a community business incubator dedicated to diversity, equity, inclusion, and helping founders solve problems by launching high-growth startups. That's my one-line description of my business. And the more that you practice these, the better you'll get. Then you're going to want to include one to two of the main accomplishments from here. Let me go actually to here. Two of the main accomplishments from each of the three primary critical factors of starting a startup. And again, this is all about launching your startups. So we really want, we really want you to stay on track. And this is not about busy work. It's not about doing extra things that you would rather not be doing. I don't want you spending time on this that isn't needed. No need to make it pretty or fancy, or working on something that doesn't need to be worked on. But at the same time, this does help us to stay on track. So you're going to want to include any milestones that you've achieved in terms of the operations of the business. Did you write a chapter in one of the operations manuals? Did you hire a new intern? Did you work with a new intern on Wednesday? For marketing, did you bring in 10 new followers on Insta, or did you finally finish your LinkedIn strategy? Whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, in terms of marketing, business operations, and then your MVP, right? And then it's really important too that you include at least one fail each week. So we talked about before, oops, let me go back here. We talked about before in entrepreneurship, failing is so critical. It's a big part of entrepreneurship. It's not something that we expect you to shy away from, or to you're not a student. in entrepreneurship. I mean, you are a student, but you have to really get your mind wrapped around the fact that it's not about turning in the perfect paper or getting that A. It's about really pushing yourself. So if you're not failing, you're failing, right? If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. You're not pushing yourself past that failing point. So embrace the failure, share one way that you failed, and then hopefully that you've learned from that failure. Perfection is the enemy of progress. You have to fail in order to learn and grow. Just think about a baby, right? If a baby wants to learn how to walk, that baby needs to fall and fall and fall and fall. And you have to be willing to do the same. You know, every iteration is you failing and learning from failure. I'm the same way. It's tough for perfectionists or people who really strive for perfection, but you have to, that's a big, it's a difficult thing for me. It's a difficult thing for a lot of entrepreneurs. We got to wrap our heads around it, and we have to fail. I just thought I'd include this lovely little photo of this emu. Nature's fail. What a weird looking bird. Ugh. But at any rate, okay, moving on, going backwards here. Oh, there's a video in there about recording onto Canvas. I put that into the assignment already, and you're going to want to include in your pitch this week's hours, along with the hours of any of the teammates if you're posting this video for them. I really don't want to see, there's a minimum amount of hours that you need to work in order to get credit, but this isn't about credit. It's about launching your startup. And so it always scares the heck out of me when I see something like, oh, we worked 4 hours this week, or 6 hours. This is your startup. And to be successful, you have to put the hours in, right? There's a lot of research out there that shows that success is directly correlated with the amount of time that you put in. So put the time in. Oh, and then make sure that you're putting in an ask, that you're asking the rest of the cohort for help with something. Entrepreneurship is a collaborative effort, and you always do better by behaving collaboratively rather than competitively. And so lean on each other. Ask each other for things like following you on one of your platforms, or completing a survey, or whatever it is. But whenever you ask for something, make sure to make it easy for the people to comply with that request. And so if you're asking them to follow you on Facebook, make sure that you put the link to Facebook there in the assignment, right? Yeah. So just make it easy for people to comply. And that's a good rule of thumb in life anyways. And in fact, what I wanted to do too is I wanted to, let me just go back to the accountability check-in over here and just show you where you'll be replying each week. So you'll be coming in here, you'll be recording your video, right? You record the video, you will type in the hours that you've worked, and then you're going to come back and you're going to respond to at least two of your peers on how you completed their ask before we actually come together for class. So please make sure that you're doing these early enough so that it's helpful for your co-conspirators, I was going to say, your classmates, your cohort. And yeah, let's get these going. And I'm very, very excited to see the progress that everyone makes. Let me know if I can help in any way, and make sure to come to lab hours so that we can help each other out even more there. All right, everybody, we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you soon. Take care. Have a good one. And yeah, keep up the good work. Let's launch these startups and do big things together. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.